Hi. I thought I'd show off this little level here. Well, it's not actually little, it's a big level. Maximum size, maximum difficulty, hex grids, and show how to solve it. I originally intended to make a series out of this, but never got around to do it, so better late than never. Why this one? Well, personally I like grids, I like large grids, I like difficult grid levels. This one has some interesting logic going on down here. So to start off, let's just get over all the trivial cues like these. And now already it's not quite clear how to continue. We have these rather big areas with sparse information, like there are only 2 non-pattern nodes here. Yeah, that's not very helpful. Or, well, I'm connected to 11 more nodes. That's not really helpful either, at least not yet. So, I think we could start down here with this node. This is saying within the yellow area there are 2 more pattern nodes and they all connect to each other. By itself that doesn't help, but combined with this one it does, because this one's saying, well, there are 4 pattern nodes all connected in the red area. And because there are only 2 in the yellow area, 2 of them at least have to be up here. And they also connect to the ones in the yellow area because, well, the yellow area is a part of the red area, except for this one down here, but because there are 2 nodes, 2 pattern nodes in the yellow area, that doesn't really make a difference. So if we chose these 2, then we'd still have to connect them to the red area up here, because this is where at least 2 of the 4 nodes will be. This means that we cannot really start anywhere down here with the 2 nodes in the yellow area. They cannot be pattern nodes because we wouldn't have enough pattern nodes to pave the way up to these. So we can just say that they are not pattern nodes. Now this is already helpful because we got more cues. And we can look at this and apply the same reasoning, basically. This is saying, well, there are 3 pattern nodes in the red area and they're all connected, and since there are only 2 up here, they have to have the last one over here. And since they need to be connected, we know that we cannot just put the yellow ones up here, because then we'd 1, 2, and wouldn't have the 3rd to go into the red area where we know that we'll have another one. So this one can go. But this would still work out. We could take these 2 and go here, or these 2 and go here. But then we can take this cue. Well, maybe make it blue. Yeah, this cue. It says that there is exactly 1 node here. Since there are 2 nodes in the yellow area, we know that it has to be 1 up here and 1 down here. But they have to connect to the red area, to the purely red area over here, because we know that there will be the last pattern node of this group of 3. So then we see that we cannot pick these 2, because there's only 1 up here, because, well, 2 in total in the yellow area, 1 down here. And we cannot pick these 2, because of course there can only be 1 there. So we have to either take this combination or this combination, but we cannot take the 2 nodes on the left, because then we wouldn't have a connection to the nodes on the right, the red ones. So this means that this one's never in. Now we can go back again and take a look at this, because now we see that the yellow group is completely contained in the red group, and the red group has to connect to the yellow group, and we have to choose 2 of these and 2 of these. Well, they all have to be connected, so we cannot start up here, because then again we wouldn't have enough nodes to go to the yellow parts, because now we know that there are only 2 nodes in the red region. So this one is not in, and we have it like this. Now these 2 essentially encode the same information as does this one. And yeah, so we know there's 1 here, 1 here. And using this, we actually know that there's Wrong button. One here. Good. So much for the first step. Now, where to continue? That's actually not the easiest part, because it seems that there's nothing we can really do again down here. Maybe, yeah, you could still do this. But now we are pretty much done. We need some more information to really decide what's going on down here. Luckily, we can continue up here with this node. This is saying that within the yellow area there will be 5 more pattern nodes, and they all have to connect to this group up here. This group still needs 7 more pattern nodes, and it will get 5 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in some way. So it will still need 2. We have to take these 2 from somewhere, and there are basically 2 options. First, we could take this one down here. But if we did take this one and this connected to this group in the north, it would also connect to this other group in the southwest, connecting the north group and the southwest group. But they have different sizes. Like this one is size 9 because it's 2 and needs 7 more, and this one is size 12, I guess. So that wouldn't work out. So it's definitely not a connection down here. So we have to take 2 more from up here. Since these 2 have to belong to this northern group, they cannot belong to the southern group. So we can just click them away. Now, this again helps, because now we know that there are 4 up here in the yellow area, but only 2 in the purple area. So this works out. We get this, and this is fairly automatic now, at least over here. Oh, it may actually be fairly automatic for all of the rest, right? We basically cracked the riddle. And yes, that's almost it. Okay, now this is not that difficult either. We have just one here, so the second one has to go here. Now we need to take one of these, which also means we cannot take this one, because this node will be part of this group, and we already established that we cannot have a connection here, so let's take it out. And then we have 4 here, which incidentally is just 4 nodes. And we are done. Well then, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new. I will make sure to post the level string in the description. I probably should have said that before, because now you know the solution, but for the future that's how it's going to go. See you then.